But yeah, okay, we have something to discuss this morning, yeah, and it comes up from something we saw on social media where a man and a woman were allegedly caught pants down doing the do, and the woman is married. I don't know if the man is married, and she says that he used jazz on me, and then the guy says, "It's the devil's work." You know, the devil has been blamed so much for so many things. What is the devil's work? And then I had one or two people chip in. My producer, Olamide, of course, Halima, they will talk to me and let me know the experiences so I can share to you. But do you believe in the concept of jazz? Well, I know my sister does not believe in it. And we are in Africa. I know that. But is there a possibility? Yeah, is there a possibility? Because, I mean, scientifically, somebody will tell you how, I mean, that is not possible. Supernatural forces. How far do they get to play? Are there supernatural forces? Do they actually convince somebody, or do they compel? No, that's the word. Do they compel someone to do something against the person's will? So is it possible they compelled you enter your car, or you enter boats, or you enter whatever, cab ride? You enter, you were driving, you was driving, you say, I stop here, this is the place. You came down, you enter, you meet, Alpha, you enter, you steal the devil. So that's really the basis of discussion for this
So
morning.
I'll actually start by saying this. We've actually done something similar. I don't know if you can remember.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
where
definitely.
I think he was even a pastor or something like that, and then, I'm not sure. And
Yes, he was a pastor.
there was like a calabash there, and yes,
Yeah,
no, and the woman said the same thing, and she was married and pregnant, if you remember. She was married and
But
pregnant,
that one
exactly.
was Africa, you know, it was serenading her in
Yes.
African way.
Yeah.
You know, Yankee,
So
they
some
put
people said it
candle
was-
and rose.
There was
You
I
put
think there was a
calabash.
no. There
Yeah,
were
that's what I'm saying.
candles and like
That's what I'm saying. It's serenading.
not
It's like
long white German shows candles. Anyways, I believe that there are things beyond the physical, right? And then if I believe there's a good side, I believe there's an evil side as well. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah.
So, but in this particular scenario, the couple hands down, you think that those things would push you to that extent? Why don't
Well, what I'm going to say first off is we underestimate the power of the mind a lot, even as individuals. We don't know how much or how powerful our minds are. There are positive and negative forces in the universe, and it also depends on, you know, what your mind navigates towards. If your mind navigates towards negative after you have thought something that you're not supposed to think about somebody else, in this regard, someone that's not your husband, you've already thought about him in a very sensual way, and your mind propels you to go and do the deed. I don't think it's a negative force. I don't think it's actually juju. It is you. It is your responsibility.
Now that is it. That is where
Yes.
we're going to now.
So I would love, I don't know if you watched this movie, Keanu Reeves and
Devil's advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Have you
Yeah,
seen,
I
have you seen
actually
that
saw
movie?
it 2 days ago.
Are you
actually.
serious?
I mean,
So,
no jokes.
if you, there's only one way that you can overcome any forces of negativity or any forces of evil, and that's if you got Jesus in your life.
Jesus, baby, preach it.
You need Jesus.
Give me high five now. I'm Jesus, baby.
Honestly, we have to understand and realize that there is something bigger and greater than us. But the thing is, you have to stay connected with Him. That's how I feel about this, really. But
That is for you
nowhere,
as a Christian.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Nowhere-
to some other
nowhere-
people,
nowhere-
but to some other people, that person you are calling is their own deity.
Exactly.
It is who they refer to as the ultimate, the divine deity.
Exactly.
For them, and that is what. And let me, and to me, with all.
I
of
wanted
this,
to, so sorry, Mike.
Okay,
I
go
wanted to
ahead.
connect with a lot of people that also believe that if they walk barefoot, they connect
With the universe,
earth,
with the earth,
universe. There are some studies that say
There's some
that
radiations and energies that you get from
energies,
it.
more
Yeah.
positive energies when you connect with the earth. Yes, there's some people that
Yes.
when
say
cold,
that
when
if
rain
they-
fall and cold day, and you carry your picking
Calm
with barefoot,
down.
you will know that there's
There are
energy.
some communities where kids don't have shoes and they're fine.
Yeah.
And they're living great. They're eating of the earth. They're eating. I'm just trying to say that these forces, we need to actually study them, understand them better, so that we can avoid situations like this. Now, the way Mike started it is that the devil has been blamed for a lot of things. But God gave us free will.
And that's where your mind comes into play.
That's where your mind comes
Right.
from.
The point
So
is this,
please,
does it
own
happen?
your-
Does it happen? Olamide, my producer, was sharing
Your
a story
iniquity.
about how his brother and all of that was. We've heard stories of somebody walking somewhere, and you give somebody your money or you give somebody all your details, and you don't know what happened. Some form of hypnosis, and then at the end you're like, oh, what happened? You've given everything.
But Michael, do you also realize what is hypnosis? Is it not the control of the mind? Some people are really just good at knowing how to control people's minds.
I'll say this off that, right?
Yeah.
There is not, as much as, yes, the mind is strong, the mind is powerful and everything, there are forces beyond mind control. You cannot literally just live your life here and say, oh, it's a mind thing. Whether we like it or not, right? Man is tripartite for people that believe that.
Yes.
You have a body, a
Spirit
soul,
and
and a
soul.
spirit. Yeah. Your mind is located in your soul. You literally cannot now say everything that happens to you. Your soul connects your spirit to your body. That literally, so you cannot now say everything is solely based on the mind. And also, we are in Nigeria and Nigerians, and we all know that
These things happen.
These things happen because of the fact that even our ancestry is deeply rooted in tradition. Tradition
and let me say this, let me say this.
Forces around us.
I remember when it seemed like a joke then when they said that it is wrong for us when we go to parliament or we go to the court and we swear by the Bible. If you had a deity, for instance, you had Amadioha, or you had Shango, or you had Ogun, and then you keep it there and you tell them to swear, they will not say, because see, there is a fear innate in basically almost every African of the African deities.
Mike, we cannot outrule the role of the African deities, right? They played a role. People worshipped them, right? Were these deities, you know, were they playing with people's minds? Were they controlling people's minds? Were they using their powers for evil? No, they were not.
In every situation.
Because
So
people went to them, people went to these deities for help. People went to these deities when they needed things, when they had issues,
Even
right?
if you think about the Greek gods, mythology and all that, there were different gods for different things. There were some for love, some for, you know, making your crops grow better. There were some for war. There were some for, you know, all sorts. So the truth is, it is still, as Winfrey said, mind, body, spirit. What you connect with the most is what's going to eventually rule you. But I'm still going to say, yo, you need Jesus in your life.
So I
not
would say something. I remember seeing this somewhere, and someone said that if it was Chinese that colonized us, we would probably be in front of a statue of Buddha, bowing down. As it stands, there's a lot when it comes to deities and all of that. We threw away what we had to do due to our colonial masters. They came and gave us things that were not original. That is why there is still that innate fear in us of what is originally ours. That's all I have to say about all of it. But yes, we are in a,
Is that the question?
we are in a, no, the man says that we are
Do
in
you
a
think
society.
you
that-
exist? You haven't answered.
We are in a
You haven't
society.
answered.
Jazz.
Yes.
Huh?
You have
Until there's two knock your back, you just say you know you exist. Where? They go, wait.
At the end of the day, I think it's what you believe.
It's not about, don't
It's
worry.
your belief.
No, don't worry.
It is your belief, really.
So let me just land with this one. People that don't believe in gravity, come and stand here and walk off. You will know that whether you believe or not,
Yeah.
your head will fall on the ground.
Your belief,
That's all I have to say.
Right. and let's not also forget that we're always in a hurry to put blames on something. We want to blame the devil, Anyway, on this note, we have to go on a quick break now, people. Peace out. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Y'all need